Good day, this is AJ FARZAD with ajfarzadloa.com, where you can see a link to my Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube videos for training. Good day, this is AJ FARZAD, and today I wanted to delve into a question that I got on my Facebook page. And one of the readers said that she was trying to budget finances and she felt bad about telling her children that something that they wanted would have to wait until next month. She is very cognizant of the power of words. So what she mentioned to me was that she never tells them that we don't have enough or we can't afford it, because she's very cautious of what that would imply. And she still did feel this nagging feeling that, you know what, even though she mentions things like, okay, well, you know, we have to do this month, there's a budget cycle, and explaining it to teenagers, she still felt that negativity that comes from like scarcity mindset. And she was wondering how the law of attraction would how would you answer such a question using the law of attraction. So here's my thoughts on it. You know, we do create our own reality, but we also have to live within the confines of the reality that we have created right now. And sometimes, you know, there are bills come that we have to actually pay. But the way I deal with my own children regarding this topic is something that I believe they need to understand, both finance as well as the law of attraction. So at a teenage years, I agree with this parent that, you know, the kids should be at a stage where they can understand things like budgeting and more importantly, especially in this day and age, and I'm making this video on 4th of July 2019, so I don't know when it'll exactly go up, but at this day and age, especially our younger children should have a concept of delayed gratification. You know, in a world that we live in, that everything is, you know, you pull your phone out and you can charge it, the financial concept of delaying that gratification for a better return on investment is important for children to realize that the money that you spend today will not be available for something that you may want later on. And I am very much against credit when establishing a new person into their financial future. So if you don't have the money, you don't buy it. So those topics are important for our younger generation to learn. So speaking to children about, okay, so these are the budgets, you know, and this is what we can save for, and the process of working to save money for something that they want will actually bring in more satisfaction later on. Because at least in my children's case, you know, they buy something and they play with it for a few days, and that massive joy of getting it is already gone within a few days. So just like the law of attraction, it's the process of purchasing something that brings that joy and exhilaration, because once you have it, it doesn't last that long. So that process is important for children to learn. Now, from the law of attraction standpoint, it is also the process of getting into the feeling of prosperity that's important. So sitting with your children and not only explaining finance, but also the process of law of attraction. Maybe saying things that, okay, so let's start visualizing the things that we want right now. And okay, these are the things that we want right now. Let's get specifics about it. Why is it that we want it? What kind of awesome feelings it would bring up? And try to get more and more specific together. You know, it has a lot of power to get, you know, 2 or more minds on the same goal, as long as we are all feeling good about it, right? And as soon as we notice, and it will happen, right? Because if you want something and you have the reality of not having it in your face, that's the step 1 moment, as Abraham Hicks points out. That's the contrast that sends out these rockets of desire that the universe immediately answers, and now becomes our part to go into that step 3 of being in a frame of mind that we allow it to come. So sitting with our children and, you know, feeling the feelings that we would have, the joy, the exhilaration, the excitement. Why is it so cool to have this? And as soon as we notice that possible negativity of, hey, I don't have it, we need to start practicing getting general. Because those are the things, those are the times that you can practice these things in a controlled environment where you're noticing it, that you're feeling bad. And you need this practice of now finally pulling back and becoming general. Okay, so let's say, I don't know, I wanted this video game. This video game causes, you know, excitement of, you know, like going through, I don't know, mazes and etc., etc. Now, I don't have this video game, so I'm now feeling bad, but is there anything else that I can feel that same excitement about? You know, maybe, hey, oh my God, you know, like my favorite, you know, book. I'm reading it and I'm getting involved with the book. Does that also bring that excitement that I can feel right now? So visualizing the thing that is available to you to feel the way you would when you have that thing that is not available to you. And you're getting more and more general. In a concept of, you know, sales and marketing, this is the same thing. So this is not just parenting. This is not just a scarcity in the form of, hey, my kids want something or I want something. This can easily apply to sales and marketing. You know, you didn't get your sale right now. The customer says it's not my billing cycle or, you know, capital expenditure cycle. So how would you have felt if you have gotten that sale? And is there something right now that will put you in that feeling? Remembering maybe a win that you had last week. How did that feel? It's already there, so you know that it has happened. You have felt that feeling and you're now bringing that feeling up because it's the feeling that manifests. And it doesn't matter if it was in the past, if it's in your imagination, if it's just general fact that you're walking, you know, in a beautiful sunny day on 4th of July. You know, it's that feeling that you get. And once you can, you know, specifically feel those feelings, you're now sending that vibration into the universe that says that I am now open to receiving more of those feelings. So then it has to come, as long as you don't stop it. So saying things like not now and feeling bad about it is on one end of the stick. Saying things like not now, but let's go through the process so I can have a teaching experience with my children to realize that they can manifest everything that they want. It's a completely other side of that same stick. And it is up to you on how you feel when you impart these wisdom, when you teach these things, and how you feel when you send these feeling vibrations to the universe. I hope it helps. I hope this clarifies it both for the specific question as well as applying it to any situation such as sales, marketing, and training. If it is not clear, wherever you see this, either on my Facebook page at facebook.com, Success with LOA, on Twitter at Success with LOAJ, on my website, in the video section as www.ajfarzadloa.com. Wherever you see this, or even on my YouTube channel, leave me a comment. Shoot me an email. Let me know that you understand, it makes sense. Put a comment on the Facebook page, on the Twitter. And let me know if you have any questions, because I will dive deep into it and I will clarify it as much as I can. Because the more people understand this, the more people can apply this, the more people can share these teachings that I've been getting mainly from the Abraham Hicks website, the more awesome our world can be. So, one person at a time, right? Happy 4th of July to all of my friends here in the United States. And have a wonderful week. As always, to your success. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to have this type of training for your organization, please email me at aj@ajfarzadloa.com. To your success.